I'm Dr. Tony, and if you're a teen, I made this video especially for you. And I made a video especially for my teens because I know how difficult it is to be a teen in this day and age. Teens are more stressed nowadays than most other populations. And so it makes sense if you're stressed out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like you're just not living up to something for some reason, in some way, it makes sense that you feel this way. You're dealing with a lot. And so I wanted to take a moment to just talk to you directly, one-on-one. I'm Dr. Tony, and I love working with teens. I've had a lot of teens come into my office, and they have expressed that they've met with therapist after therapist, and the number one reason they say that it didn't work is because they didn't feel connected to the therapist. And so when they come in, they're skeptical. Some of them are resentful that they have to keep trying, annoyed, worried, a lot of different feelings going on when they come into my office, and really just not having much hope that it's going to be different. And those that do have hope still have that skepticism. So I get it. It makes sense. I totally understand that worry and that concern. I just wanted to take some time to share with you a little bit about who I am and how I am as a therapist. And then you can decide what to do with that information. You can decide if it's helpful for you and that we're a good fit, or, this isn't a good fit. And that's good to know too. That's okay. So I want to first start with a couple things that I don't do, because there are some common goals that I have when I work with teens, and I'm hoping that it's a good fit for you. But there are some things I don't do, and I think that those are just as important as the goals that I would have if we work together. So the first thing I don't do is I certainly do not pretend to be the expert of you. So when you come into my office, I don't sit down and tell you how I think you should be, or that I know everything about your life. Listen, I don't know your life story. Everybody's life story is different. You're an individual, and so you have your own unique strengths, your own unique experiences, and your own unique areas of need. I want to learn that from you. And so when you come into my office, I'm not going to pretend like I know more about you than you do. So that's the first thing that I do not do. The second thing I don't do is I don't act as a spy for parents or guardians or whomever your adult is in your life. And that doesn't mean that I don't think that your adult relationships aren't important, because they are. But you are in a stage of life where you're no longer a child and you're not yet an adult, and you have these expectations of you that are overwhelming, and you're kind of in the middle, like this limbo, right? And so you're gonna become an adult. You're working on your way there. You need privacy. You need to develop your sense of independence. And so if there's something that we think is important for your parent to know, we're going to talk together. We're going to figure out how to share that in a way that is effective and comfortable for you. But I certainly am not going to act as a spy and share information with an adult in your life without your consent or awareness, okay? So that's the second thing that I do not do. Counseling just does not matter. It's not effective. I would be of no support to you if you couldn't trust me. And if I was to go tell the adult in your life everything you said, you would not trust me. And I also would not be authentic to who I am as a person or a therapist. The third thing I don't do is actually something that's been difficult for some of my teens who struggle with perfectionism. And they want to come in and they want me to tell them who and how to be in this world, because their anxiety is so high and they just need that direction. I don't do that. I am not going to tell you exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, exactly how to be, and exactly who to be in this world. You are on this amazing, crazy, bumpy self-discovery journey. And my job is to jump in there with you and support you on that journey. I cannot do that journey for you. And I can't tell you who and how to be, but I can guide you, and I can help you when you're struggling with how to figure things out and what decisions to make. But I can't make those decisions for you, because when you leave my office, I want you to feel at one point that you're equipped to make these decisions. I can't erase stress from your life, okay? I'm not going to pretend like I can do that. But what I can do is work with you to figure out the skills that are most effective for you in your life based on what's going on with your family and everything else in your environment that are going to be most helpful to deal with the stress that's going to come up. Because stress will come up, right? We can't avoid stress forever, and we certainly can't ensure that stress will never happen throughout the rest of our lives. So we have to figure out how to deal with that. Those are the 3 things that I do not do as a therapist. But there are, as I said, some things that I do want for you. No matter who you are, I want these things if I'm going to work with you. And the first one is to connect. Sounds really simple, huh? But like I said, a lot of teens come into my office and they feel like they weren't able to connect with a therapist that they had before, or just with any other adults in their lives. And so my first goal is just to genuinely connect with you. I want to get to know who you are, your authentic self, your values. I want to learn your story. I need it to have a meaningful connection, a meaningful relationship in order for us to make any effective, long-lasting, and meaningful change. Okay? The second thing that I do is dig. I know that can sound scary, but that is my goal. My goal is to dig. I'm not going to sit there and feel content with not supporting you and trying to figure some things out. So there will be times when I challenge you, because we have to dig under the struggles. You're coming in to talk to me because you're struggling with something, and there's something under that, and that has to do with your own story. And so we need to dig under what's going on to figure out all of the pieces of you that can actually help pull you through it, pull you out of it, right? So together we're gonna dig. I won't expect you to do it on your own, but I will expect us at one point, once you feel connected and safe and supported, for us to do some digging together so I can be as effective in supporting you as I possibly can. So if this sounds like a good fit for you, give me a call. You don't even have to make a commitment to meet with me. I actually just have, free consultations on the phone, 15-minute consultations. You just give me a ring and you can ask me questions. You can tell me what your concerns are. You can dig on the phone with me and say, is this the right therapist for me? What do I need to know about her to even figure out if I want to come in for the first session? Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. So if you're not sure, give me a call. And if you are sure, you can actually book an appointment. Just make sure you talk to whatever adult in your life deals with the finances so we can get that piece situated and you'll have to worry about that. And if this isn't a good fit for you, like I said in the beginning, that's okay. It's good to rule out who's not a good fit for you, because if I'm not a good fit for you, I won't be as helpful as someone else. And hey, I really appreciate your time. I know that as a teen, you're probably really busy. And so just taking the time to sit here and listen to me for these last few minutes is actually a really important step in your self-discovery journey. And if you've been through trauma, it's a good step for your healing journey too. So thank you.